what up, Clevercore? Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for your patience. I know this is 15 minutes later than I was gonna start streaming, and yet here we are. I did that thing where I sent out that tweet like 90 minutes before the stream and was like, I'm just gonna tweet early and start stream right on time, and I'm gonna get ready. Just gonna lay down for a couple minutes and just give myself some shut-eye. It's been a long day, I didn't sleep, so just a 15-minute nap. And then you wake up when your stream is supposed to start with 2 alarms blaring, and I'm like, uh-oh, I made a whoopsie. Oh, and a moth almost killed me. That's right, my doll. A moth used venom powder at me, just as it does in Pokemon Pick a Pokemon. So I was incapacitated by a moth. That's how it goes. It's good to see you. How's your cat wound? Asks Carly. It's fine. It only looks gnarly. Oh, thank you, Behazius, for those gift subs. I'll read them out in a second. I also see you, HG Wells. Thank you so much. I'll read them out in 1 second. I'm good. If you're weird with scratches or gashes or whatever, look away for 10 seconds. Look away for 10 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. And it only looks gnarly because I use liquid stitches. I love liquid stitches. It's my favorite, just random little thing. So I cleaned it up first, then I added liquid stitch on there, and it just makes it look kind of grody, but I'm fine. It's fine. Sorry, gonna make myself tall. There we go, because I am big. Man, my hair does look blurple on this stream. I'm digging it. So yeah, it was Zelda, unfortunately, and she's got a lot of torque. And I was laying down on the sofa, and she jumped down to sit next to me, and there was no gravity loves her. And there was no stopping her. She didn't hit me on the way down. She just landed next to me with her claw, and so it's just slip. And I was like, whoa, well, go clean that up. So yeah, we're back. How's the tat healing? Asked Mark ABMCM. It's healing pretty darn well, thank you. I'm still loving it. My goal is still to book more Anime Boy JRPG roles and then add it to a tattoo sleeve one day. First of all, I'm gonna read out these gift subs because it's super duper nice of y'all. We're already at a hype train level 4, which is flipping wild. So E-Page, thank you for dropping a gift sub to Cassidy Ray. I think that says Cassidy Ray 70. That was the oldest thing I've ever done. Not taking on my glasses, but trying to read it first. I was like, Cassidy Ray? Cassidy Ray, welcome to you. HG Wells is dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Thank you so much, HG Wells. They're gifting subs to Mr. IC Forbes, Natarok, Wasting Fuzzball, River Lily, Square 1986, Batley Bean, Grace, Miss Nikki the Alien, Edelrost, and then Social Work Selkie. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. We got 500 bits from Kiwi Alexander Crane. That was quite generous. Thank you so much. 100 from Vonderheide. We got 100 from Cassidy Ray. Thank you both so much. We got Behazius dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Thank you, Behazius. Wow, what is this? This is a very extremely generous sub day. Hey, HUL says 300th gift sub in celebration of my 12-month sub anniversary. Happy Cleverversary to you, and thank you for a year of support. And what hefty support that do be. Thank you so much. Behazius is gifting to Day Madeline, just another streamer. Serena Nocturne. We got Shut Up Sprinkles, Pokemaniac Calvin, Kal-El 0421, Dream Kobold, AXACR, Kevin Doug, and then Lizzie Dungus. Thank you so much, Behazius. I appreciate you. Real quick, sorry, making it just a little cooler in here with my fan. If you are new here, you do not have to donate. You do not have to subscribe or anything like that to be a part of this community. I read out donation messages. I read out sub bombs as thank yous, just because they do help support me, and I want to give thank yous and credits where credit is due. But you are also allowed to watch for free, and we will still love you and acknowledge you, and not be like, oh, you're not a paying subscribing member. None of that. That's not here. But it is very nice when people drop sub bombs. For example, Kiwi Alexander Crane dropping 10 flipping gift subs. Thank you so much. Kiwi Alexander Crane is gifting to Screaming Fox, Elvin Bunny, Star Gazier, Silver Wolf, Aniabis, Tinker Rose, Alyssa the Excellent, Whip Wop, the Famished, the Sassiest Pink, and then BB Doodles 23. Thank you so much for that. Wunderhide is dropping 100 bits. Thank you so very much. And then we got Kiwi Alexander Crane with 5 flipping more. Thank you. Wow, we haven't even gotten to the meat of the stream yet. Y'all are dropping gift subs everywhere. Thank you, Kiwi Alexander Crane. Dropping to ES Mads 20, Potato Rider, J Mia. We got Adarain 426, and then Christopher Harding 5. Kiwi Alexander Crane, thank you so much. We got Noah Cola dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Oh, y'all are determined to get this hype train being wild today. Thank you, Noah Cola. Gifting to Kamikaze, Miyasha 25, or maybe it's Maisha. We've got Joe Mama 365, Vitamin Ryan, and then Shelby Don't for their 9th month. Thank you very much, Noah Cola. We got Meg the Quick with 100 bits, Social Work Selkie with 100 bits, Ginger Delight with 100 bits. Thank you all so very much. Julie Mitchie dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Julie Mitchie, thank you so much. They're gifting to Clavis Fornius, Wealthy Fox 101, Stellar Ginger, Lunar Ecrypt, and then Agent Whitey. Thank you very much, Julie Mitchie. Finally, we got 200 bits from ePage. Thank you, ePage. And then another 1,000 from HG Wells. Much appreciated. Thank you. If you're a resubscriber, I read those out at the end of the stream, so don't you worry. HG Wells, that was super generous. Thank you. Demo Nacho, always in those groups of 3s, dropping gift subs to Magic Hippo, Lex, Quadruple 07, and then Tola the Garden Gnome. Thank you, Demo Nacho. If you have been gifted a sub today, drop a thank you in the chat, because nobody had to do that, and it's very nice that they did. We had 68 subs for this particular hype train. The bits make up for it. We're gonna say we had 69, then we're gonna go nice. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. We got Tired and Wired dropping, excuse me, before that, Turnurdles dropping 2 more. Turnurdles, thank you. Gifting to King Calamity 9 and then Nathan Men 4292. Thank you so much, Turnurdles. And then finally, we got 5 more rolling in from Tired and Wired 101. Don't I know that feeling? Thank you so much, Tired and Wired. They're gifting to Samantha Rusin 86, Earthseed, Not Owen, Christopher 5, and then Lunchbox 108. Thank you so flippin' much. This was extremely generous, y'all. Thank you. So today's stream, a little bit different just to start. So a lot of you were here for the signing on Sunday, which was super exciting. Basically, it was a Q&A with a lot of the Fire Emblem voice cast while we signed prints that we got done through Streamily.com, which is the thing for me that's always going to be available. If you choose the VIP option, that guarantees yours is going to be signed on stream. I missed an entire tab of signings I was supposed to do. So oops. And I was very embarrassed. Thankfully, one person very politely reached out to me on Instagram and was like, hey man, I didn't get a confirmation that mine was done. I didn't see that mine was done. Can you check? And I was like, yeah, for sure. What name was it under? They were like, just my name. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I did all the oh no. And I'd missed like 30 people's. So 6 of them were VIP, guaranteeing that theirs would be signed on stream. So we're gonna do that to start. And if people have questions and want to keep doing a Q&A, then I'll sign the rest on stream too. I figure why not? One of them was Butts Alonzo Butts. That was correct, Skywalker. I do have to write that on paper. But first, we got Bite My Shiny Metal Az dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Thank you so much. They're gifting to Rosie Court, Lavalan, Azriel Mal, Elena 27, and then Apep Snake. Thank you so much, Bite My Shiny Metal Az. Another 1,000 bits from Kiwi Alexander Crane. That is super nice. Thank you so much. Then we got the Famished. That was me until like 5 minutes ago, and I had a Lunchable. The Famished dropping 5. Thank you, the Famished. Gifting to Caractacus Scrumptious, Vanilla Bean Noel, Stormlight, Charles L26, and then Michael Traps. Thank you so much. Finally, 100 bits from Dark Flare Omni. Thank you very, 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 very much. Alonzo says, to be fair, I didn't realize the other VO person would have to write that out. Yeah, so Alonzo ordered a duo print, meaning Don and I signed them separately. If you're not familiar, I'm the voice of the masculine protagonist in Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. And Don M. Bennett is an incredible voice actor. and she plays the femme version of that character. And so we have our individual sides of this awesome poster, but you can buy them and then like frame them together yourself, and it puts together one picture. So when you order the duo, it's like, it's going to be made out to you. So it will be written not once, but twice on your page, Alonzonzo, even if you tell me now not to. This is your penance. Actually, you supported me, so I appreciate you a lot, and thank you. There's no penance needed. But this is your penance for making me write Alonzo, butts, Alonzo, whatever. All right, so I'll start off with the signing, and then after that is Cult of the Lamb. It's one of my favorite games I've played on stream in a long time. You can actually get your Twitch name into our community of like-minded individuals. It's lovely, and it is so much fun, and I truly can't wait. Is it too late to add one more thing to mine? In general, I'll say yes, but riffraff, if you have not already had yours signed, then yes. What is your name when it says make out to? Like, who am I making this out to? You're probably Raphael, aren't you? I just put that together. You're probably Raphael. Is it too late to order one, says Brian Calhoun? No, you can order them at any time. I only have a certain number with me right now, but I can always tell you how much I have left at the end of it. Riffraff, you are Raphael. Raphael was the person that very, very kindly let me know that things were amiss. So Raphael, thank you for doing that so kindly. Yes, because you hit me up so politely, you may make a change to yours last minute. But we're going to start off in order here. This one is being made to Eric Natal. Oh, all the VIP ones I'm signing today are holographic. So actually, let me put this back. Let me just show you what it looks like though, before green screen does its thing. When you order through Streamily, it's on this photo paper. So it's got this bit of a gloss to it. If you see me at a convention or if I run out of these, I have also printed my own of a very high quality. It just has a different finish that is more of like a matte satin finish. But I'm sending them all off as soon as I can. But here's the holographic version. Ooh, ooh-wee. So, we're gonna start off with Eric Natal. To Eric Natal. And they ask for my favorite line that each of us did. So let me make sure my paint pen is working well. God, I love paint pens. So cool. Okay, great. My paint pen is working beautifully. I wrote on a COVID test just to check it out. So, to Eric. They asked for my favorite quote, which for me as Shez was, "Less talk, more ham." So I'm gonna write that. Less talk, period. More ham. Exclamation point. And then sign it. Did I say Saturday? It was Sunday. Oh, yeah, it was Sunday. So here is the finished product. I signed with very fancy gold pens. It'll say like, to Eric Natal, less talk, more ham. And then there's my signature, doodly doots. And then I lay this over the side to dry. I have to write a specific number on it so the company knows how to fulfill it. We're gonna do that because I am very terrified of messing that up. D4. And that takes care of Eric's. All right, we got a few more VIPs to sign today. And if people end up getting bored, then I am able to sign the rest off stream. There would be a lot to sign. Otherwise, it would be like an hour of signing. So maybe I'll just do that tonight off stream. Because the VIP option is what guarantees people get it signed on stream. Show off the fancy pen, please. It doesn't show up well on the green screen because it shows shiny, but it's... oh, I guess it is. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. But Sunday was a lot of fun. Thank y'all for hanging out. I was very nervous. Also, there was a bit of a miscommunication right off the bat. I thought there would be like a moderator and it would be a Q&A. And then it was told to me that like, no, Damien, you're hosting this. And I was like, oh, I don't have any questions. Oops. And so it just ended up being us like shooting the breeze as voice actors and sharing experiences, and it was It was delightful. Wissy Woo says, may I steal the pen? No, sadly, I think I bought every last one that was available on Amazon because I didn't know how long they last. I'm like, I don't know how many signatures a paint pen is good for. Oh, also something exciting to share. My first Fortnite poster came in today. I'm going to be at a convention this weekend. I'm going to be September 3rd. I'm going to be at Anime Impulse OC doing signings like this. And so I've had to order a lot of these things on my own. Supposedly, I'm gonna have everything delivered by the time I have to leave, but I don't know yet. But I got my first Fortnite poster in. So let me... It's still in the wrapping. I'm gonna like, I think I'm gonna like frame it for myself, but like, it's, you know what? I should take it out of the wrapping. I should take it out of the wrapping. You guys need to see this. But I was so excited because I'm starting to order these like 11 by 17 posters because like if I was at a con, that's like the size I usually go for. Gosh darn it, how do I do this safely? There we go. Here's how you do it safely. Boodly boop. Boodly boop 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 boop. Just make it out to yourself. I don't think I'll sign my own posters. I think I'll put them up as a reminder of, Damien, you worked hard. Look at the work you booked. And I'll be like, thank you, me. It's very nice. I'll do that. But then otherwise I'm not going to be like, to Damien, from Damien. Keep it swaggy. The green parts, obviously, you can't see. There's like a big old olive in the middle, but I wanted it. It's a little bit reminiscent of the original Star Wars poster. It's Dennis and Seabot, two characters that I voice, fighting off a horde of zombies. It's from Fortnite Save the World. And I'm just stoked. And so you see what I mean by like, it's a different material. Like it's not quite as glossy, so it'll look, you know, good under a frame. It's like thick cardstock, and like the way it was delivered, it was just one. So obviously there's a crease here, but when I get like a stack of them, it will be safe. So what are the other posters you got? You can see on my Streamily right now, there's another Fire Emblem one that I commissioned that I'm extremely excited about. I just haven't had the commissions come in yet. You can still order it on Streamily. They haven't even printed it yet, but it would just be sort of like a pre-order. But I am pretty darn stoked. So let's make this one out too. This is your penance. Alonzonzo, do you want me to just write Alonzonzo? Or just Alonzo? Or do you want Butts Alonzonzo Butts? Exactly as written. I'm just messing with you. You're very nice. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sign it at the bottom, and then I'll write the 2 above it. Alonzo might have dipped. So let's go ahead and then, okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna just write it. Not seeing a response. All right, I tried. Everyone knows I tried. You can all see it. Oh, okay, Alonzonzo. So do you want me to write, as it says in your order, Butts Alonzonzo Butts as the recipient? You do want that. Okay. Yeah, okay, great. Two Butts. Alonzonzo Butts. Butts is one word, but both B's are capitalized. Legitimately, that's like a joke I would make. So, much respect to you. Alrighty. So then I'm gonna now label that one. Alright. I already got the box to send all these back, and I'm like so excited. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous at first because I'm like, I just want to make sure I don't do anything wrong. This one goes to Raphael. So Raphael, you had asked for a change in yours. And I said I would allow it, also known as Riff Raff in chat. I was like, I'll allow it because you were so kind in letting me know that yours was not signed, which led me to realize that I was missing 30 some odd signatures that I really should have done the other day, and I was very embarrassed. So Raphael, Riff Raff, ooh, what would you like? I was wondering if you could maybe add a quote from 3 hopes that you liked a lot, if that's okay. Oh, I've already got the quote in mind, Riff Raff. I'm gonna do it. Can you put your signature near the top so it doesn't cover too much of the art itself? Yes. So I'm gonna make yours a lot smaller. And you asked me also for a little sword. So I'm gonna do this all as small as I can be in like the top left. To Raphael. Less talk, comma, more am, exclamation point, signature. And you also asked me for a little sword. I'm not great at drawing, but I'll try to just do the most like stick figure version of like this sword. Here we go. There we go. It's not so bad. To Raphael, right in the corner there. Less talk, more ham. And then I did that the little blade. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out for the signing too. It's super chill vibes. If you start to get the vibe where you're like, hey, we're done listening to autographs, like I said, once I get through the like VIP ones, I can do all the other oones off stream. I was just doing it because it's nice to show people like, I did it, you did the thing. But let's see. And then Raphael, that email you were waiting for, there it goes. And then we'll just play video games after that. Lord knows I have no desire to like stop playing Cult of the Lamb, so we'll probably play it for a while. Let's see here. We got Miravo. I'm gonna write the number first on this one so I don't forget. Big Papa Smurf, thank you for the flippin' gift subs. Big Papa Smurf is dropping gift subs too. Logan's Mommy 430, Platinum Squid, Anonymous Scabby Barra, Mackenzie's Antarelli, and then Sister Piano. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Oodles. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I wrote the wrong number on yours, Raphael. I literally just picked yours up as though it was going to Miravo. But the good news is that's on the back. So I get to go sploop, 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 sploop. So I'm going to write your number. And I'm also going to write T-Y. Raphael, and that's a special edition but right there because I didn't write any messages to anybody else on that. So to Raphael, let's talk more ham. Your number will be made sure that it will be gotten to you quickly. I'm going to set aside yours over here to dry because now we're taking up the space when I'm going to be writing. That's all right. It won't be seen where I'm putting it. Lol. Exactly. And it's photo paper. It's hard to see through. When I also checked which paper I was using, I like held it up to the light to be like, can you see through it if I write on the front and the back? And it was like, yes, but you don't write on the front and the back, and you also don't hold it up to light like this when you're framing it. If you put it up on your wall, you're fine. So it was whatever. Oh, and also y'all, thank you for being so many people who are so nice about my Instagram post today. I haven't been posting on Instagram as much lately, but for the first time in my life, I did the influencer thing where like, I don't try to get free stuff from people. I like to support businesses but I had already bought like 3 or 4 shirts from this company, and I like hit them up for like a customer service question. I was like, hey, this shirt I think had an issue. Is this a thing? And they were like, no, it's not an issue. This would happen. Like, you know, whatever. Do you want us to like try a different thing? And I'm like, no, actually, if it's the way the shirt's supposed to be, that's actually chilling. Also, just so you know, I have a kind of an internet following, and I really like your stuff. Would you ever want to like, would you be down to like send some things and then I do a post about it? And they were like, yeah, totally. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's great. Cool. I'm so sorry. I'm so nervous for asking. So I was pretty stoked. So thank you for the really nice compliments. People were like, you look like Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2. And I was like, that's all I've ever wanted to be. Aesthetically, it's all I've ever wanted. So I was having a great time. Morbid Curiosity says, oh man, I'd have such a hard time with that too. Yeah, and like, look, due to Twitch and Instagram and Twitter, I have a large internet following, and a company is getting seen by sending only a few products that they already had. It's like a free advertisement basically. So it's not like people don't get anything out of it, but it just feels, you guys know me, like to the extent that is acceptable as a parasocial relationship, like the like using leverage of like, I'm an influencer. It always feels like sticky. It always feels like sticky to me, and I don't do that stuff. And like, I like asked for someone to do a little doodle the other day of me when I was like commissioning some art, and they were like, oh, I've never drawn a celebrity before. And I'm like, dog, you still haven't. Like, that's so it's hard. It's hard. All right, so let's see here. To Miravo, comma, Damien, Haas. Tell you what though, I'm getting real good at my own signature. Miravo, here you are. Boom. What is this? Cult time, says Zebenton. Zebenton, we're getting close to cult time. Basically, I did an autograph signing through Streamily of a bunch of prints the other day. And turns out I missed an entire tab of people's orders. So what we're doing now is doing the orders that I missed, because some people paid specifically to have theirs signed on stream. So oops. Let's see here. All right, so Nick, to Nick. Comma. They asked me to write, we'll do this together. I think the official Nick, are you here? Nick, who has ordered a VIP holographic version of the duo. Nick, are you in the room right now? Curious. Probably not, because it's a random night. Because the reason I ask is they asked me to write the quote, we'll do this together, which I will happily do. But I think what I scream in the game is, we'll do it together. And now, see, now I'm just wondering. Now I'm just wondering if I've got it wrong. I'm going to do exactly what they've asked me to write. And if anything, it'll be a unique, rare variant, because I'm doing exactly what they asked me to. Will... Everyone's saying like I'm channeling to them. Nick, can you hear me? Oh, you heard it. You felt it. All right. Let's see. We'll do this together. It's been really cool to see this happen, y'all, and thank you again for being a part of this, and you know, watching and supporting and all that stuff. I'm very much looking forward to like adding more art prints. It's gonna be the same thing with like merch and the Amazon store and all that stuff. I'm like, I'm never gonna push this on anybody. You are not obligated to do this. I do not want to pressure people to feel like it's a thing they have to do. There we go. I just want to it's cool to have the opportunity. So, you know, if people end up seeing these things and wanting them, then that, you know, then they're available. Queen Jabe says it's low-key very enjoyable and a chill vibe right now. Well, thank you very much. I mean, yo, let's have Q&A time. What are y'all how's everybody's week going? Are you curious about my week? Can you use the prints to make your own merch? It depends. So when you commission artwork from somebody, the artist still technically owns the rights usually, but you also pay them for like a commercial usage license. So for example, for this one, I can print it as many times as I want, and I'm allowed to do that. I can make it commercially. I can make it into a poster. I could probably put it on a t-shirt. But for other ones, like the other Fire Emblem one that I have up on my Streamily store, which I'm excited to see come in the mail. It hasn't come in the mail yet, and I want it so bad because it's the same size as the Fortnite one, and I've been waiting for months. The artist did a great job too. Hit them up out of the blue, and they only spoke Japanese. I only spoke English, so it was very difficult for us to like figure things out and figure out the proper fees. But what we ended up landing on is I am only allowed to use their work and print it for like signings for like conventions or things like this. Totally fine. I'm okay with that. But they still own the copyright to the work, so you know, they get to do what they want to do. Johanna Honks says, what is your advice to keep mental health up while also trying to help others with their mental health? This one is to Kevin, by the way. That's a great question. And while I don't know the specifics of your unique situation and can't answer with something that is uniquely applicable to you, Something that is true to everybody is you cannot help others if you cannot help yourself. You must secure your own mask before helping others secure theirs. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're in a difficult situation where it's a family member or someone you're in a relationship with or one of your best friends and they're going through some mental health struggles, but you end up finding that it's pulling you down too. You can't always be a strong enough swimmer to, you know, help everybody who's drowning. So it's important to recognize when that's happening, accept that you're not a bad person for that happening, that you are having trouble with it. And then, you know, there's ways you can set boundaries. There's ways you can say things like, hey, I see that you're hurting right now and I really, really want to help you. I am also having a difficult time right now and I can't show up for you in the way that you need me to show up right now. And I also can't show up for myself at the same time. I need a little bit of space away. Is there someone else you can call right now? Is there someone else you can talk to right now? Or things like that. Otherwise, if someone's not okay with that, then that's called codependency, and you are truly, truly the person that other one, you know, relies on. And if it's a parent to a child, sure, but if it's two adults dealing with each other, you can't really be responsible for someone else's mental health. You can support someone as much as you want. And I encourage you to support the people as much as you can find yourself able to do so, but you're not perfect. Look behind you. There's no cape. So you will, of course, I'm sure, try your best, but it is okay not to be able to be perfect at things like that. And that's a hard boundary to find, right? Because maybe you come from a background where you are a fixer. One of these has a cat hair on it, a genuine cat hair from me. One of you, you know, you might come from a background where you're a fixer, where the more you fix things, the less angry your parents are. The more you fix things, the less worried you have to be about a relationship falling apart. Like, I don't know your specific background and what you deal with, but like, that's for you to unpack. So I encourage you to put yourself first. It's not selfish to attend to your own needs. It's not selfish to attend to your own needs. That's the biggest thing first. And then help others out when you can. So there you go. I'm going to stack all these VIP orders. They have all had their little tags added to them. And then I will move on to the regular orders. And again, if y'all get bored, we'll maybe do this for 20 more minutes. And then we'll move on to Cult of the Lamb. And anyone who I don't get to right away, they get signed off stream. Because that's a thing that's able to happen. Also, one more thing. I was talking to a friend of mine who's in the game Apex Legends, and she was like, oh, you should also sign Funko Pops. You know, people love it when you sign Funko Pops. You can sell those on your Streamily, you can sell those at conventions. And I was like, sadly, I don't have any Funko Pops yet. I've never had a Funko Pop made of me. And then I was like, but wait, there's action figures that have been made of one of my Fortnite characters? So I might add this to my Streamily store, or at the very least sign it at a convention. And I was like, holy crap, why didn't I think about this before? So I have 4 of them in stock right now. Is that a mecha robot? It's a cat piloting a mech. It's Kit from Fortnite. My next Fortnite poster will have Kit on it. But that's just a thing. So yeah. I might add that to the store. I might go ahead and start by just bringing it to the convention with me this weekend to see if those sell at all. Would you ever be down to voice another character in a future Fire Emblem game if given the chance? Mikey, yeah, I'll voice every Fire Emblem character in every game going for it. I'll do the whole dang thing myself. I love Fire Emblem. Also, There's another character of mine that has an action figure, but the like every time I've gotten it ordered, the like packaging has been all messed up. I'm like, I'm not gonna sell that to people, which is a shame. And then I also found out that that very same cat comes in a package like this. It's like a 4-inch figure, but like you can't see the action figure until it's opened. And so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna sign this box, this Fortnite box, and be like, I promise my character's inside. So I'm just like, shoot. It's too bad, but I'm like, this is at least for me. This is for me. Like, this is kind of cool. So anyway, did you check with the supplier? That's not a bad idea, Demo Nacho. I might have to check with the company. All right, where's my pen? All right, so this next one goes to Brenda and Pandora. Alrighty, to Brenda and Pandora, and they don't want anything specifically written on it. Random question, do you play D&D? I play D&D every now and then. I'm always guests in friends' games, but I did just have a session 0 on Saturday. And for those of you that don't know D&D, session 0 is usually when you start to hang out with the people that you're going to be playing with. You make your characters together. You sort of talk about the world and what's going to be expected. So I made my favorite new like race in D&D that I'm so excited to play as is Eladrin, and Eladrin are elves that are tied to the seasons. So they have different effects whether you're an autumn Eladrin or a winter Eladrin. So I made an autumn Eladrin druid with a circle of spores. So they're an autumnal elf with a connection to mushrooms and spores around them. And I have it that they're very haunted by their past, and they always carry around a small white jack-o'-lantern. And I'm like, I used one of those AI art generators to make like what they look like, and it's just the coolest thing. And then I'm gonna join in my other friend's game, who's a voice actor, and I made a winter Eladrin that is going to be a College of Spirits bard. And like I used one of those AI generators, and I was just, you can literally get so specific where I'm like, male presenting elf, realistic, fantasy, smirking, skin made of birch bark, holding a lyre like an instrument. And then there was just like, and I was like, holy mother of God, that's so cool. Why isn't this streamed? You know, J Boogie, GWC, I'm trying to find a few things in my life that I'm not streaming, that I have just for me. Like, I love video games. I think Cult of the Lamb is more fun to play as a streamer, but I have a very hard time relaxing. I've kind of forgotten how to do it. And so I'm like, I think it's important as an exercise to just like not stream everything I do, you know? What program was it? Said Mac, maybe. I used Midjourney. All right, so to Brenda and Pandora. What a lovely couple of names there. To Brenda and Pandora. To Brenda and Pandora. Boop, there we are. A non-holographic version. Oh, and I have to remember to write. They were the first group to order one of the duo prints from Dawn and myself. So if you order a duo print, Dawn signs her half, and then I sign my half. And then they get sent to you both, and then you figure out how to frame them together that they look good together. All right. We also have... This one is just signed, so I'm tempted to say to eBay, but I'll just sign it. There, the second one. I keep Target just for me, or that's what I tell myself, says Ariel Sleeps. Target, do you mean like the store? Like you only go to Target by yourself because it's your like you time? I mean, that's respectable. To Ben, I wonder if this is Prof Ben. I feel like I already did Prof Ben's. The heck and selling it. I mean, look, Ferret Frenzy, if someone is buying it off of eBay knowing full well that they could get it for a set price here, I'm like, all right. Shane is trying, says, do you know roughly how long it takes to get from Streamily once you sign it? No rush, just curious. I honestly have no idea. I already have the box to send it back, so I can get it in the box tonight, maybe send it through the mail services tomorrow. I would imagine a few days to get to Streamily, and then they have to like figure out how to distribute it. I honestly have no idea. I can't even guess in a way that's honest. Guessing would just be a lie, just to be like, I don't know, 7 days. To Ben. Oh, that's a loud cat that was just outside my door, crashing into some stuff. Riff Raff says you're awesome for doing this. Thank you again. Well, thank you, Riff Raff. This is very nice. It definitely helps support me, and it also is incredibly validating as a voice actor that people wanted prints of my character with my signature. Like, it's absurd how cool it is. You know, it just feels like it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like I'm gonna wake up any day now, and I feel like it sounds so corny where I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming. I can't believe it. Wow. I wish to thank the Academy. It does feel surreal. Yeah, Odysseus Pugh. It does. That's a good way to put it. All right, this one also has no name on it, so to eBay. There we go. Damien Haas, and just writing the number. Alrighty. Quite. There we go. Yeah, why haven't I been doing that the whole time? Extra little table right there. Alrighty, there we go. I do need to change up the Streamily like info, because there's no longer like, hey guys, big event coming up. But my Streamily store is always available. This is something, unless you do the VIP version where you have to wait for it to be on stream, like I'll always just be available just to sign prints and send them off. Do you have any signed prints or merch from people that you adore or are a fan of? I don't have any signed prints, no. I love Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is my favorite author, and every once in a while he'll just be like, I'm in an airport and I found a few of my books and I signed them, go get them. And I'm just like, why am I not at the airport right now? And but maybe one day I'll do that. But no, I don't think I have any signed anything. Do I? No, I really don't think I do. Let's see. This one's for Demo Nacho. Says, I just want you to sign it next to the shoulders of the center figure, one on each side. Oh, well, that's perfect, because that's usually where I sign it anyway. And if possible, a solid. All right, so let's see here. I think I know what you mean by that, Demo Nacho. Demo Nacho, I'm assuming you're still in the stream. You want it like right here, right? Next to the shoulders of the main person. I'm not going to cover this because this is the artist signature. Demo Nacho, speak now or forever hold your bones. In 3, 2. Yes, Demo Nacho. Okay, you got it. Perfect. Oh my God, I do have something signed. And I don't know why I don't have it hanging up right now. I was on the Cartoon Network show Clarence for years. It was all these like very well-known voice actors and me. Working with me on the show was like Roger Craig Smith, who's like Ezio from Assassin's Creed. He was a Batman in a lot of Batman things. He's Sonic in a lot of Sonic things. I think he's also somebody in Apex Legends. And then Tom Kenny, who is SpongeBob. Katie Crown. I got them all to sign it, and it was wild. So, yeah, I got a big like 11x17 poster. It was like an end of production gift because we knew it was the last season. So yeah. All right. So let's see here. 2 Demo _ Nacho. I'm gonna redo the T in 2. There we go. Solid. Comma. Solid. There we go, Demo Nacho. This one's yours. Ta-da. I'm taking so much time to do this. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Seriously. I know we haven't gotten to the game yet. I hope that's fine with everybody. D7. Again, this is now the grouping where, like, people agreed it was okay to not do it on stream. So we can switch to games at any time. But I don't know. I just want to do as much of this on stream as possible. Please write happy birthday and draw Shez stick figures. Oh man, I don't know about. It's hard to draw stick figures with these paint pens, but I will do it. There's no to anybody, so it's just happy birthday. Okay. eBay. Shez stick figure. Okay, so let's see here. How am I gonna do this, man? All right, with a paint pen, no less. Okay, circle head. I'll do 2 swords. Fire Emblem, 2 swords. This is this cool special sword. And then this one is more of the regular sword. Yo, dog, I tried my best. I tried my best. I need to add the hair, though. How am I going to add the hair? Oh, that's actually not bad. I think I did pretty okay with that. Kind of looks like a cacturn. But like, I'm feeling that. I'm proud of that. So happy birthday to whomever. It sounds like an emo song if I've ever heard it. Happy birthday to whoever. Don't even know if it's your birthday. 1 in 365 chance. More than you ever gave me. Happy flipping birthday. Hey, what's up, Wayward Jaybird? Good to see you. We were just talking about, I'm going to have to probably change up the Streamily link thing because it's not a special event anymore. It's just going to be something that's available. Let's see. Okay, so this one is to Gila or Gila. To G-E-L-A. God, it looks like I wrote Gala. No, how do I fix this? It's not an A though. Tell me, everyone, does that look like not an E? G-E-L-A. Like there's an A at the end, so you can see how different it is. You can see it says Gala, you know it. It does. Everybody can see it. Looks like an E. Okay, thank you. And they're asking for a split quote. Half from me and half from Don. So I'm gonna say we're gonna stand, we're gonna fight, ... We're gonna stand, ... comma. We're gonna fight, ... All right, I'm ready for another question if y'all want to keep doing the Q&A aspect of things. It looks like a vowel, says Gramps. Yeah, it's a vowel. 89, okay, great. And I think I can start moving things over to like a completed pile here. Yeah, we started with Brenda and Vendor. We got Ben, who also has a number. We got eBay. Probably. Let's see here. With a number, great. I'm gonna put that down for a second. Have you ever played Pokemon Go? Oh yeah, Master Geeka. I played Pokemon Go a lot, especially when it first came out. I have many a shiny. When Smosh went on tour right before the pandemic, it was my goal to catch a shiny in each city, and I did. Got like 1 in Seattle, 1 in Portland. It was pretty cool. Demo Nacho, you might need more time to dry. Nope. Solid. We're good. Nope, we're good. All right, I'm gonna go put these in the complete pile for safety, and I'll be right back. All right, he's never coming back, says Gramps. No, I did. I promised. I said I'd go out for milk, but I did. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got about 13 left. If y'all are fine, I'm just gonna finish up on stream, if that's cool. No one noticed. He said solid, like in the game. That's what Demo Nacho asked for on their signed bit of whatever. Joe Meyer asks, what other video game franchises are you hoping to voice in? I would really love to be in any capacity involved in Kingdom Hearts. That would make me extremely happy because Kingdom Hearts is very meaningful to me. Let's see here. This one goes to Samantha. And I think this paint pen is starting to go a little bit. Let's see. To Sam and no, it's not. It's actually looking pretty darn good. I just needed to prime it again because I was holding it on the side. There we go. To Samantha, here you go. That's for you. So I would love to be in Kingdom Hearts. I would also really enjoy to be in Genshin Impact. That voice acting community and the fan community of Genshin in general just seems awesome, and I would love to be a part of that. I want to be in Final Fantasy. I want to be in Persona. I want to be a JRPG boy. You know me. I would love that. Let's see, what else? Excuse me. I haven't really broken into anime yet, even though I've been a voice actor for like 11 or 12 years. And I would love to give anime a shot. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see. So thank you for your joint love of this game. A job is a job in the industry. Doesn't pay enough for you to go above and beyond, but your enthusiasm made me love Shez that much more. I can't wait to hear these. Oh, that's so nice. This one doesn't have a name attached, but just a very nice message. So I'm just gonna, you know. Oh no. Paint pen looked yucky for that. Hold on. There we go. Gotta sign it again. Gotta do that again. There we go. So the paint pen isn't running out. It's just like if I take a minute to sign it, it doesn't look pretty. There we go. It's gonna do D11. The problem is though, see, I feel like I really understand things like Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy because I play them so much, and Persona and things like that. But with anime, I do often watch with subtitles and not dubs. I like reading. I like having subtitles anyway, even if something is in English. So I need to start watching more anime with the dubs so I can like get a vibe and, you know, maybe just nail those auditions a little bit better. This one is to Matthew, and they're asking for my favorite Shez quote. To Matthew, almost screwed up that spelling somehow, comma, less talk, comma, more. That quote will never not make me give a little chuckle. Give a little chuck. And I need to write their number on the back. So basically, for those of you that are confused what I'm doing with the numbers, that's how they keep it organized. Like, I can't just send this back and be like, this one's to Matthew, and they'll be like, Matthew who? What order number? Who did this? So it's me helping them keep track of who ordered what. And so then they look back for the code, and then they go like, oh, this one is tied to this account. It goes to this address. Great. All right. The My Hero Academia dub is so good. I have watched a bit of the My Hero Academia dub. Full Metal Alchemist dub is still considered one of the best. Yeah, but we don't support Vic Mignogna here, whatever the hell his name is. They've replaced him since then, right? They've replaced him with somebody better and still awesome. I'm assuming. Yeah, we don't stand, says Joelville. To those who do not know the history behind that, I'm just going to give you a very brief rundown. Vic Mignogna was one of the, like, just a voice actor for a long time, and he was Ed in like the original Full Metal Alchemist dub, and I think he was in some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Let's see here. And so okay, to Tristan. I'm gonna finish this real quick before the pen runs out. To Tristan, comma, and apparently he's a super duper duper creeper. People had been complaining about him at cons for years, being creepy to women in general, underage girls, and all that stuff. And used to have to say allegedly before, but I think he just lost his appeals case. And so like he keeps coming on the internet and being like, wow, apparently this cancel culture. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know where the case is. So allegedly all these things happened. But he keeps coming up and being like, well, I guess cancel culture strikes again. They're taking my job from me. And most people are like, no, we know you're kind of creepy. So like, I don't know the man. I choose to believe when multiple women come forward and are like, yes, actually super creeper. So, you know, so we don't stand. He was trending the other day, but I think it was because I was also just aware of his situation. So I think it was like a personal trending page. Yeah, he was creeping on his fans and all that stuff. And he also made some really messed up jokes the other day. Like, he has just a very like cultish following that like really loves him and are like, we believe you. And it's like, why? He's not your favorite anime character. He's just some dude. All right, let's see. Demon or no demon, comma. Does that have a cat here on it? There we go. It was like dragging a little bit. There we go. Demon or no demon, our job is to fight and win. Our job is to fight and win, exclamation point. That's a good quote to ask me to write. Thank you very much for doing that, Tristan. Alrighty. So this Tristan, yours is number D 15 D15. He's still sending his fans after those who accused him. Super gross behavior, Demo Nacho. That's terrible that people even have it in their hearts to do that. I also want to make it very clear, if people are ever mean to me online or whatever, do not feel the need to rush to my defense. I'm a grown-ass man, and don't put yourself in harm's way. I've had a situation, I forget what it was even recently, where I was just like, I commented on like one of Joe Biden's posts where I was like, hey, it'd be nice if you could focus on all these things. Oh, I think it was in reference to like Roe v. Wade. And I'm like, hey, we've still got some issues here. You should focus on that. And people were like, well, look at this, the liberal, blah, 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 blah. And a bunch of y'all were really nice. And we're like, you don't even know Damien. He's the nicest guy. But I'm like, nope, don't put yourself in harm's way. We're not dogpiling on people. If I put myself in front of things, you don't have to protect me. Like, it's my choice. But y'all are sweet and I appreciate you. Yeah, it was the Roe v. Wade post. Yeah, so like, it's just like, this one's to Gail. So point being is, I would never sick my fans on anybody. Even saying that is like, oh, bleh. All right, D16. We're actually making pretty good headway here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only got 9 left. Yeah, you appreciate the support, but need to be careful. Exactly, that's right, Queen James. Like, I get where it's coming from, and it's very nice. It's like, protect the soft boy, but it's like, nah, I'm a grown adult. Like, don't put yourself in harm's way. Like, and also don't make moral decisions on my behalf of like, I don't like this person, and I don't like that they're going after him. Everybody, let's dogpile on this other person. It's like, nope. Dog, nope. Blocking is for losers, says CC the cat. Absolutely disagree. I love the block button. I block people all the time. Actually, to be fair, I more often mute people because then they have no idea that they've been muted. And I love that because then they're just going to scream into the void forever. Actually, hold on. I have to check. Did I just... I thought I missed one. I didn't miss one. Okay, this is another eBay. Here we go. For example, like, I was like... And don't, again... don't go after anybody. But I did a post where I was like talking about student loans and like how people are getting pissed that like there's student loan forgiveness right now. And I was like, you know what? I worked hard. I saved my money, like all this different stuff, you know, and I was like, and I paid off my loans. And you know what? I'm glad people are getting their loans forgiven because other people don't have to suffer for me to feel good. Yay. These are predatory loans that are, you know, they were taken when they were kids. And somebody got into this whole argument about like, really predatory. So when you're 17, you shouldn't be responsible for anything. What if they murder people? What if they assault someone? What if they do all this stuff? You wouldn't expect a 17-year-old to take responsibility for their actions. And I was just like, shut the hell up. So I just blocked them. I'm like, we're talking about different things. Like, I hate that level of like, first of all, those are logical fallacies. But I'm like, you can't argue with someone who thinks they're incredibly smart, who is colossally dumb. They're too dumb to know they're dumb. So I was like, you just don't get to see my content anymore. And don't argue with the people that are in my chat. Let's see here. And then someone else was like I paid student loans for like 10 years. And that was, first of all, my dad died after my first semester of college and the loan was taken out in his name with his help. So we did this thing where like, hi, kid, this is my dad's dead. Can I not have that loan anymore? And they were like, sure. And so then I really only had a year of college to pay for because I only went for a year and a semester. And that was after scholarships and grants and all these different things. Like I had a lot of help because I got a lot of legs up in high school and got good grades and all that stuff. And I still was paying it off for 10 flipping years. I've worked retail, I've worked customer support, I've done so many different jobs. And then when I posted that, somebody posted under it like, you got that cushy Smosh job. You didn't work hard for your loans. And I was just like, go to hell, blocked forever. I usually don't take personal offense to things like that. I'm like, you don't know me, it's fine. But I was literally like, you have no idea. Like, and also like, I love working for Smosh. It's a job. Like, it does not come with a limo and $1 million mansion. Like, dog, it's a job. Like, it's not, you're not rich. So I was just like, oof, like what a colossal misunderstanding of what you're talking about. And I think it was after I blocked 2 people in a row that made me do that tweet where I'm just like, let's give the block button the love it deserves. This is for you, Phoebe. 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 Let's see. Whip. No mansion. No. I mean, if you were here on Sunday while we were all talking about like home ownership in California, literally it's like, I don't know. It's like $1.5 million for like a 2-bedroom house these days. So when people want to be homeowners, you just sort of look at it and you're like, that's okay. All right. Yep. That's great. We're gonna see. This one, it goes out to V, just the letter V, asking me for my favorite quote from the game. To V, comma, let's talk more ham. I think what we all need to do is like just stop judging each other's jobs, because we've all been conditioned that like even from like early high school, people are like, well, you don't want to end up flipping burgers, do you? And it's like, dog, flipping burgers takes all day, and you're on your feet all day and it hurts. Like, that's a real job that people should be able to support themselves for, and you shouldn't have to get a second job. Like, you did your job. It's a job. You know what I mean? So it's like, we all judge each other. Like, you don't want to be a janitor, do you? You mean the necessary job that exists and has a title and should be paid, and you should be able to live based off that? It's the same thing as like, people are like, why should we listen to you? You're an actor. And it's like, all right, Why should we listen to you? You're a farmer, you're a teacher, you're a soldier, you're a doctor. It's like, what job is legitimate enough to be listened to? You know what I mean? That's the point. We're all doing our different things and should all have a say and to be heard. The obvious classism in those arguments. I know, Skywalker. I was having that interesting talk regarding that and autism the other day. Let's see, to Jacob Rose. So people used to use the term like high functioning and low functioning autism, which is not really a chill thing to say anymore. Because first of all, the autism spectrum isn't like a little bit autistic to very autistic. It's this whole umbrella of traits that fall under autism, and that is the spectrum. You're not more or less or whatever. And what people used to consider more or less autistic is tied to capitalism. It's how good are you going to be at holding down a job in what we've considered a normal environment. And once I had that like thought revealed to me, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's another thing that's tied genuinely back to, you know, oh my God. So yeah, just to be super forthright with y'all, by the way, I don't know. I believe I am most likely on the autism spectrum. I at the very least have sensory processing disorder, which like falls under that umbrella. I haven't gotten an official diagnosis yet, but you know, I've heard from autistic friends that like generally the community is fine with self-diagnosis. And I've got enough things that line up that I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. But I'm still very hesitant to like talk about it specifically because I'm like, if I'm using my voice as like an influencer to spread the word, but I'm like self-diagnosed. But my therapist is also not at a level where she is allowed to diagnose me yet, but she's basically been like, wink, wink, you wink, wink, have a lot of traits, wink, wink, that line up with it. I'm like, okay, cool. And Yusuf, that's fair, saying we can have autistic traits, but not necessarily autism. That's entirely fair. I have personal reasons for thinking I am, but I just thought I'd be forthright with you because one of these days I might go down the diagnosis route. It's just so expensive. But I want to like be forthright, and that's why I'm talking about it as if like maybe I am. I don't know. I'm always forthright about mental health stuff, and I have plenty of diagnoses. And so I felt like in a weird way, I was like, I don't want to like hide that from anybody, but I also don't have an official confirmation yet. You know, let's see here. The Quiet Queer says, as someone who's formally diagnosed, I would personally be very comfortable and not at all offended by you claiming that for yourself. Thank you, and I appreciate it. And, you know, I understand that, like, not everybody can speak for the entirety of a community, regardless of what that community is, whether it is your class, your ethnicity, your gender, your sexuality. Like, nobody is the authority figure, but, like, most people I've known who have been diagnosed with autism have said to me, like, yeah, community is fine with self-diagnosis. And there are, like, a few tests you can take online too that are like, you know, if you score above a 20 on this test, you might want to look into the possibility. And I'm like, 58, baby. And so, you know, it's that kind of vibe. E-Page says, I think it's important to seek an official diagnosis if you can, but on the other hand, the mental health system can be dodgy. I think that's why a lot of people are more accepting of self-diagnosis. See, I'm on the brink of that. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. This one is for Sun Juong Kim. For both Damien and Don, please write your favorite quote on my prints. Thank you very much in advance. Let's see. I appreciate you, Sun Juong. Let's see. Sun Juong Kim. Look, you're getting less talk, more ham. More ham. And I also know that different locations treat an autism diagnosis differently. Like, I've been getting, obviously since I've been looking into it, I've been getting a lot of like TikToks about it where some people are like, I'm so glad I did this. And then my very next one would be someone being like, I wish I had never done this. I live in Australia and they don't treat me very well. And it's just like, oh crap. Okay. Like, I'm not going to move to Australia, but like, Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And also I have to be careful because, like, in terms of like traits, OCD and autism basically like hold hands and run through a field together. So I'm like, okay, you know, what is one? What is the other? I am diagnosed OCD, but you know, we only got 4 more prints to get through, my friends. All right. Let's see here. I think, let's see, is V's dry? V's is dry. So this one is for V. We got this one to Phoebe. Number on the back. We got this one going to probably eBay. I've heard ADHD is like that. I'm diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, Captain. And that's why I'm like open about it, right? Because like I had a great conversation with someone yesterday who like is just a general acquaintance, but I opened up about my OCD and they were like, oh, I don't talk about my OCD much. I'm like, oh, you've got OCD. And we had like totally different kinds and we were able to like have a big conversation about it. I'm like, it feels nice. It feels like you're just not alone. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jacob Road. All right, we've got 4 more prints to sign, and then we're playing some Cult of the Lamb, my friends. Oh yeah, Dark Flare Omni explaining the less talk, more ham situation. So one of the characters, Raphael, wants ham first payment in a paralog, and he's like, oh yeah, if you give me ham, I can do whatever you want, that kind of deal. And then someone's like, are you down with this? And I go, less talk, more ham. And then we leave going like, meat party, meat party, meat party. Is the OCD community also open to self-diagnosis? I have no idea, Loopy. I think OCD is something that like you would probably want to talk to a professional about because it's like, you know, I'm not gonna say you can't diagnose it, but like for me on my journey of having OCD and like getting help with it, like talking to someone who knows their stuff has been like, oh my god, so helpful. Oh, Espero Places, wow, that Raphael impression was spot on. Thank you. I love Raphael so much. I did that in the booth one day and they were like, oh my god, you sounded just like Raphael. And I was like, I'm not trying to take anyone's job, I'm so sorry, like please. And they were like, no, like it's okay. But I just love Raphael. It's just the funniest character. Oh yeah, I've been lifting all day to get my muscles stronger. I figure the more I can carry, the more I can eat. I just finished that paralog a few days ago, loved it. Oh, I'm so glad Espero plays, that's awesome. Let's see, this one's to Drew, and they also want the quote, we'll do it together. We'll do it together, exclamation point. And there's my name all signed and all that good stuff. For Drew. Adding your number. D23. Does anyone else stim in really weird ways, says Captain 112? You know what? I'm not much of a stimmer myself, but I do have a die that I like to roll around in my fingers. I used to have like and I still have them, like an arm strength trainer that I would like, it was for guitarists, but I would like have one in each hand and just sort of like think. I for Zeke says, OCD crew here too. It is so misunderstood. I'm glad people are talking about it publicly because I think folks might not know how it debilitates people, especially as there's so many different presentations. That's the wild thing, is how many different ways it presents. This became a mental health talk stream. I love it. We'll do it, and then we'll hop into the game. Yeah, OCD presents in a lot of different ways, and I like never considered it as an option for myself. Let's see, Doodle of Arval or whatever you feel like, the sillier the better. Thank you so much. Okay, this one goes to Aaron, and I'm gonna do my stick figure Shez again with a quote. To Aaron, comma. And if this is triggering for anybody, like plug your ears for a minute, because I'm going to talk about like OCD rumination. But there's like all kinds of types of OCD where there's like perfectionism OCD, where like if you do something that makes you be seen as not perfect, it freaks you out. It drives you nuts. You can't stop thinking about it because you made someone mad. You made someone sad. You made someone worried. There's crime OCD where you think about like, what if I burn down a building? And then you go like, oh, I don't really want to burn down a building. I've never had a desire for that in my life. But the thought popped in my head. Am I an arsonist? Am I really an arsonist? Am I a bad person for thinking that thought? But I don't believe that thought. But maybe the fact that I had that thought means that I do believe that thought. And then there's like harm, OCD. And again, this is maybe triggering for people. So hold your ears for a minute. I'll go this when you're okay to talk, when you're okay to listen again. Harm OCD is like, you know, I might see a stapler and be like, what if I just like jammed the staple into my hand? And I'm like, like, no, of course I don't want to do that. But why did that thought pop in my head? And so like, OCD in the media is like, I close the door 5 times and I have to blink 1, 2, 3 before I eat my food. And like, there are parts that are like that for sure, but the obsessive portion that is within the brain, not the physical compulsion portion, it can all be internal. It can all be internal. I thought that was just intrusive thoughts. Those are intrusive thoughts, but intrusive thoughts are a symptom of OCD. It doesn't mean you have OCD, but I'm just saying it is part of it. You know what I mean? Like when you can't get rid of intrusive thoughts, and that's hard. Like, that's part of it. And when I was a kid, I had the germaphobe aspect. I couldn't stop washing my hands to the point where my hands would bleed. And like, nobody considered the fact that I might have OCD. So like, anyway, this one's for Aaron. Doop. Less talk, more ham. They asked for a doodle, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. Stick figure. The drawing stuff is hard for me, man. Well, the media sucks at portraying anything with any measure of accuracy. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I've never watched The Big Bang Theory a day in my life, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure what they're doing is making fun of several people who have more stereotypical traits of autism. And I'm like, I'm not down for that. So, yeah. All right. Shez doodle. Stick figure. Okay. There we go. And that's the special sword. And then this is the normal sword. God, this one's, I did a way worse job with this. God, it's such a bad job. I'm sorry, Aaron. You asked for the sillier the better as a doodle, so there we go. You did it. Alrighty. 2 more to sign, and then we're hopping in that game, folks. Thank you very much. Let's see here. This one goes to Allison. And it is a non-holographic. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, and hopefully I get to get these sent off tomorrow because I'd like to get them to everybody. Thank you all again for the support. It's been really incredible how many people have supported through this. And it makes me feel good too because like sometimes people randomly donate and that's really nice and always like super appreciated, of course. But it also allows me to be like, oh, you're getting a thing for it. You get to be sent a cool poster and I'm very proud of it. Skywalker says, I remember an episode of iCarly where they had a fan of the show and looking back, they were making fun of people on the spectrum. Did you watch the Quentin Reviews thing about that? Or did you arrive to that conclusion on your own? Because I saw a Quentin Reviews thing. I never watched iCarly, but I watched the like Quentin Reviews bit from that and I'm like, oh goodness. Heck yeah, that was exactly. So if you could write your favorite Shez quote on your side and there's no 2. So let's see here. Less talk, comma, more ham, exclamation point. And there's my name. Doodly doot. And I'm going to write the number. And I'm going to, of course, go back and make sure I've got all the numbers right in a minute while everything dries. But I think, y'all, that's it. So, and I am sorry if that conversation was triggering for anybody with OCD. I have a friend who is a therapist who I talk to all the time. And it was funny because she was like, we had to, let's see, is there one more that I missed? Did someone just make an order? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. One more people named Brian added to the queue. Hi, Brian. So let's see here, Brian. All right, so let me make sure I'm doing this right. Regular, incomplete for Brian. Let's see. Regular, incomplete. All statuses. So DD1. Okay. Sorry, regular, incomplete. I just want to make sure for Brian. Alrighty. And for the Fortnite stuff, it's just gonna have to unfortunately wait until I get those in, because also I'm getting in the Dennis and C-Bot like 11 by 17, but somebody ordered the 8 by 10, and I'm like, shoot, I didn't even order those yet. So I'm like, oh man, hey, it's Brian Calhoun. What's up, Brian Calhoun? It's your number 58, Brian Calhoun. Thank you so much. Let's see here. To Brian, I didn't spell brain, which is what my brain always wants me to do, and I am sorry. Thanks for the support, y'all. Truly, this has been flabbergasting. I am, like I said, I'm gonna be at Anime Impulse OC on Saturday, and it's my mom's birthday on Sunday, so I'll be spending that with her. So there's not gonna be a stream this weekend, sadly. Yeah, here's my thing too. I'm like really nervous to see my mom the day after going to a convention, but I'm gonna be masked up the whole time. And then and they're checking vaccines and requiring masks for the convention. And my thought is like, I wouldn't be COVID contagious the very next day, right? Like, right? Like within 24 hours, like there's no way, right? You shouldn't be no, you should be okay. Like, I feel like there's so much different information flying around right now where I'm like, how can any of us know? Happy early birthday to mom. Y'all are very sweet. Thank you. Sanitize religiously. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably still wear my mask when I see her. Hygiene is your friend. Yeah, I mean, look, here's the deal. Masks help, vaccines help. I'm double boosted because I have a condition that allowed me to get my second booster. Sunny Pop says, not sure if it works that way, but yes, be super clean. Hazmat suit. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know, you say that I have to let her create her own boundaries, but she's, you know, an older adult, and so I want to be careful and keep her safe. But you know, I'm vaxxed, I'm double boosted. I will be wearing a mask. I thought 2 days was a thing, but who even knows these days? It's a weird time. Yeah, I agree. I worked as a COVID tester. Earliest I ever saw a contagious person was 3 days from the infection point. Interesting. I wonder if it's different for this new variant though, but I guess that's all I can do, and I've given my mom the most warning possible. So y'all, an hour and a half into stream, we are about to start this here. Let's see, send back 82 orders marked ready for return. All right, and then when I send them back, complete your orders, send the return, and then okay, return kit. And I think the return kit that I have can handle 82 orders. I think so. Let me make sure all these are dry. Boop. Boop. Yep, these are dry. Oh wow, we looped through the stream CD. We're back at the first song, though I started with the second, but wow. Time for video games, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I also know that I haven't been looking at my subscribers and all that good stuff, so I will of course read out anything I missed. Let me go quickly put this in the pile, and I'm gonna make sure we're good to go. I will say I am saving all the like proofs for me, like the first printing proof that got sent to me of the Shez, you know, the way I personally got it printed with that like matte effect on it, that like satin effect on it. I did sign that one to see how the pen would look, and I'm like, I'm keeping this for me. I'm gonna do that. So let's see. All these are done drying and have numbers. Yes. Have Jong Kim. Yes. Brian, and I didn't write Brain. I wrote Brian. Brian was the final one. Brian, if yours is dry, then we're done. We're done, baby. Thanks, y'all. And again, as long as you don't order the VIP option, this can be done anytime. And I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna do the Streamily command, even though it's not August 28th anymore. I'm gonna like do that later, but take a peek at that Shez and House Leaders poster, because I am extremely excited for that one. I guess it's kind of hard to see close up. Maybe I'll just tweet it out again, but like this piece of work was done by Hellion White, and Hellion White is very well known for doing Fire Emblem artwork for people, so I was very excited to get something done by them. They did an excellent job. Thank you to Hellion White. And then this other one I got done by an artist that I just found. I was like scrolling through the like hashtag Shez on Twitter, or like hashtag 3hopes, and I save all the cool fan art I can find and like screenshot the actual tweet so I can always remember where to give credit if I ever use it. So I don't know. I just found them and I was like, hey, you're awesome. Can I buy the commercial rights to the thing you already did? And they were like, no, the commercial rights are mine. I want to keep this poster. I was like, great. Can I commission one from you that's very similar? And they were like, give me your idea. And again, they spoke Japanese. I spoke English. It was very difficult, but we finally figured it out. So there we go. Let me quickly put back all the rest of my posters here. All right. I'm so excited. We're going to play Cult of the Lamb now. Let me quickly refresh and make sure I didn't miss anything else. No scheduled defense, referral program, shop assistant, sales overview. Yep, I did all the things. Return kits, and I already got a return kit. We're good. Oh. Let's see here. Let me check one thing really quick. It's emails. Email stuff. Important email stuff. Oh, I went to my Smosh email. That's not what I'm looking for at all. Give me 1 second. Go back real quick. Sorry, 1 second here. Anyway, I guess that can be dealt with later. Sorry, my brain was like hyper focusing on a thing. Alrighty. Hey, we got a few new subscribers. Everybody please give a spicy clevercore welcome to Eldritch DM. Silly little goofy guy, gifted by Odysseus Pugh. We got Platinum Squid, gifted by Big Papa Smurf. Let's see here. We got Pika Koneko. Pika Koneko, there we go. Subscribing for the first time. The Famished has gifted to Stormlight, Charles L26, and the Michael Traps. Thank you very much, The Famished. Welcome to y'all. And I think everything else was gift subs. When you refresh the page, it goes away and it makes it hard to keep track of things. I will, of course, read out all the resubscribers by the end of stream. We got 100 bits from Cassidy Ray. Thank you so much. And then I think... wait, did I miss a bunch more bits from y'all? No, I think we're good. There are a couple donations, though, that I would love to read out as we are getting ourselves into the game. So if you are... First of all, I'm gonna gently and professionally bring down this music. Thanks for hanging out for 90 minutes for that signing aspect, y'all. That was super fun. Let me edit the stream info. So we are going to play Cult of the Lamb. If you have not joined us before, my God, it's so fun. It's so fun. And I'm excited for you to play along. It has Twitch integration, so be ready to potentially enter a raffle to have your name entered into our cult. And so, like, you get to see your cult member follow along, and we're like, do we send you out on missions? Oh no, did you grow old and die? It's a whole thing. I do want to read out some donations. Paying royalties is dropping $5. Thank you very much. Saying, oh, and I'm ashamed of this. Saying, I got someone with your e-girls / i-ladies today. Here's your cut. So thank you for the donation. It is a great shame of mine. It's the kind of thing, hold on. There we go. Cult time, baby. It's the kind of thing where, you know, someone's like, oh, I wish we had some henway. And then you're like, what's a henway? And you're like, about 10 pounds. Ha 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 ha. It's that kind of stuff. It's ligma. It's all that good stuff. So when you're asking someone's preference, you're like, oh, do you prefer e-girls or